Hey guys, Karalynn Cromeens here, owner of the Cromeens Law Firm, and welcome back to the Quit Getting Screwed podcast. I just want to do a quick episode because I get a lot of questions on lien waivers and how do they work. And when I'm talking about lien waivers, in this case, we're talking about mostly commercial projects, right? Lien waivers in residential projects are usually given from the subs when they've been paid in full or at the end. In commercial projects, it's like a much bigger process. So there's 4 types of lien waivers. There is the conditional upon progress, the unconditional upon progress, the conditional upon final, and the unconditional upon final. And we'll walk through how those work, right? So you first get on a job, you're submitting your very first pay app, and for that time period that you're requesting money. And so what you submit with that pay app is a conditional waiver upon progress payment that says, hey guys, for this time frame I'm owed $10,000, and once you pay me that, I'll be paid in full. So you submit the pay application, you get paid, right? And then on the next pay application, you're going to submit a conditional upon progress for that new month that you're requesting payment, and an unconditional on progress payment for the previous month. So once you get paid for the previous pay app, you're going to issue an unconditional lien waiver for that on progress payment for that amount. So that makes the owner feel good that everybody's been paid. You're waiving your lien rights when you sign an unconditional lien waiver. So the project goes on like that until the completion. So on your final pay app, when you're going to bill retainage and everything, then you submit your conditional waiver on final payment, right? And once you get paid everything, including retainage, then you submit your unconditional upon final payment. And that is the full and final waiver that's saying you've been paid in full for everything. So should you sign an unconditional lien waiver if you have not been paid? No. Use a conditional waiver when you are requesting payment, and an unconditional lien waiver after you've been paid. If you sign an unconditional lien waiver and you haven't been paid, your success on collecting that amount will be very slim, because you've said, hey, I've been paid in full for this time frame. And the whole purpose of lien waivers is so that owners and general contractors can rely on those and issue payments, right? So if you are a material supplier giving a conditional waiver to a subcontractor, then the general contractor will know that you have not been paid, and they can make sure you can joint checked or whatever. But if you sign an unconditional waiver, they're going to think you've already been paid, and they're not going to make sure that you get paid, right? And so my general rule on this is, if you've worked with somebody for a long time and you know they're good for it, if they ask you for an unconditional waiver, trust your gut, trust your judgment. But if you're working for somebody for the first time and they're asking you for an unconditional lien waiver when you haven't been paid in full, I probably wouldn't sign it, because you are waiving your lien rights, right? And so that's how lien waivers work when you're going throughout the progress of the project. A lien release is a little bit different. So lien releases are only used once a lien is filed. So your rights, if you haven't been paid, you have the right to file a lien, right? And we have there's different rules for all 50 states on how to file a lien, and we have several episodes from attorneys in that state on how to do that. But once you file a lien and then you get paid, then you have to release the lien. And so a lien release actually has the record information of the lien you recorded, the file number, the amount that you're owed, the legal description, and it actually gets filed of record to release the lien that you actually filed. So hopefully you don't have to file a lien, and you'll never need a lien release. But lien waivers are what we use throughout the project to make sure everybody gets paid. Just make sure you don't sign an unconditional unless you've actually been paid, because it will be used against you. Guys, I hope you hang out and listen to the podcast more for some quick tips like this. Thanks. Hey guys, this is Karalynn Cromeens. Thank you for listening to an episode of the Quit Getting Screwed podcast from the world of concrete. Hey guys, if you need help, liens, collections, contracts, we do it all. We do it in all 50 states for a flat fee and a predictable time frame. If you want to know more, reach out to us on our website, thecromeensLawFirm.com, which is in the show notes. Thanks.
So you're talking to Kim too?